Hey guys, NES Addict here, and today we're going to go over my top 10 NES games that you can find on eBay for under 10 bucks. All that and more, next. Alright guys, so recently I watched my buddy Jeff over at Smash JT do part 2 of his top 10 NES games that he could find under 10 bucks on eBay. And it was a great list of games, and if you haven't seen that video, I will leave the link in the description below, so go give Smash JT a sub and check out that video. But without further ado, here are my top 10 NES games that I found on eBay for under 10 bucks. So I'd like to say a little disclaimer before I start this. Not every one of these listings for these games are under $10, but the point is that you can find these games for under 10 bucks if you look. Right now, there are definitely lists for all of these games that you can go buy right this second, under $10. So the second thing I want to say is the way I ranked these games from 10 to 1 was I used a certain NES guidebook, and I basically chose the number of stars as my way of ranking these games. So the less stars, the further up the list it goes. Coming in at number 10 with the lowest 2.5 stars, for $7.99 free shipping, you can get Air Fortress. So this game is basically two parts. It starts out as a horizontal shooter where you fly from left to right, making your way through the level, and then once you reach the end of that part, it becomes more of like an action stage where you like float or fly through the levels, taking out enemies. This game is a ton of fun, and at the cheap price of $7.99 shipped, I recommend you go pick it up. And my next game coming in at number 9, rated at 3.5 stars for $8.80 with free shipping, you can get a Stine X. So in this game, you're just a 16-year-old going to school, and you get whisked away by this fairy named Cutie to go save a princess named Rosebud from a guy named Thorndog with your weapon called a bash. Man, who came up with these names? So for an early NES title, this game has pretty decent graphics, the sprites are big, the end bosses are awesome to look at, and it gives a good variety of different enemies, and it's a pretty easy game, but at the price of $8.80, I recommend you check out Stine X. So the third game on my list, coming in at 3.5 stars, you can get for $8.95 with free shipping. And that classic game is Double Dragon. So in this classic arcade port, you play as Billy Lee, making your way through the mean streets to save your girlfriend who just got punched in the gut in the opening scene. I mean, what game starts out like that? This game has some RPG type elements where you can level up, learn new moves, actually grading up all of your fighting skills. Double Dragon has great graphics, great music, the gameplay is tight, and at the cheap price of $8.95, if you don't already own Double Dragon, I definitely recommend you checking it out. It's a load of fun. Coming in at number 7 on my list at 3.5 stars at the price of $9.95 with free shipping and the possibility for a best offer, you can get Faxanadu. In Faxanadu, you played an unknown traveler returning to your home of Aeolus, where you found that dwarves have pillaged your village, cutting off the waters to the life-giving tree. This game is basically a side-scroller where you can scroll left or right, kind of like Castlevania 2. You make your way through the towns finding people to give you food, magic, health upgrades, different weapons, and you collect money to buy all of these things. If you decide not to beat this in one sitting, there are passwords for this game, which make it really nice because you can come back and play it later. And coming in at less than $10 with the option to go cheaper, I definitely recommend you give Faxanadu a try. Coming in at number 6 on my list, rated at 3.5 stars for the mere price of $7.73 shipped, the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now I know that AVGN gives this game a lot of crap for having enemies that you might not recognize and being pretty difficult. With some practice and all 4 turtles, which you do get to use during the game, this game is definitely beatable and a whole lot of fun. And I definitely recommend at the price of $7.73 shipped that you check this game out. Coming in at number 5 on my list, rated at 4 stars and $9.63 with free shipping or best offer, you can get Dragon Spirit. In the opening scene of this game, you start out as a man on the top of a cliff, but quickly you turn into a blue dragon and soar away to save Princess Alicia. This game is a vertical shooter, allowing you to take on enemies both in the air and on the land. And it has amazing power-ups that give you 2 and sometimes 3 heads. The music in this game, while not memorable, is quite relaxing, and I find it very fun to listen to while soaring through the different varied levels, killing different enemies. And the end bosses in this game are very large, and they definitely feel like you need a well-powered dragon to take them on, and it feels so satisfying when you finally see them blow up at the end. And coming in just under $10 with free shipping and the option to send them a better offer, I definitely recommend you picking up Dragon Spirit. Coming in at number 4 on my list with a rating of 4 stars, for the price of $6.89 with free shipping, you can get Startropics. In Startropics, you play as Mike, who makes his way to an island to look for his uncle, only to find out he's been kidnapped. With your choice weapon in hand, the yo-yo, I think he's the yo-yo if you know what I'm saying, it's your job to traverse these different islands with an overhead view, solving puzzles along the way to find your uncle. Startropics is a lot of fun, and at $6.89, I recommend you getting on eBay right now and buying a copy. Coming in at number 3 on my list with 4 stars at $6.56 with free shipping, and sometimes you can get Nintendo World Cup, you can get Super Spikeball. What else can I say about Super Spikeball other than it's a fun volleyball game? It has fun sprites to look at, the controls are pretty easy to figure out, although it does take a little getting used to. But man, this game is a ton of fun, and I've never played volleyball on a video game where I had more fun than this. Super Spikeball, at that price, is definitely worth picking up. Coming in at number 2 on my list, rated at 4.5 stars, and coming in at $7.95 free shipping with the possibility of a best offer, you can get Blaster Master. In this game, you play as the hero Jason, who dives into the underworld of mutants, searching out his beloved pet frog. During the platforming portions of the stage, you're in a vehicle named Sophia that can actually jump, allowing you the ability to platform while safely inside the vehicle. You can also exit the vehicle and enter doors, which will allow you to go into a more of an exploratory portion of the game, where you look for different power-ups that help you further along. This is definitely one of the more unique games on the NES. It's a ton of fun, the graphics are amazing, and the sound, well, it's made by Sunsoft, so you better believe it has a great soundtrack. And coming in at under 10 bucks, I suggest you go get Blaster Master. And finally, coming in at number 1 on my list, rated at 4.5 stars, you can get this game for $8.49 with free shipping. The classic black box game, Kung Fu. In the black box game Kung Fu, you play as Thomas, kicking and punching your way through each story of Mr. X's hideout, trying to save Sylvia. In this game, you'll encounter knife-throwing enemies, small snakes, little dragons that breathe fire, midgets, and other various enemies. But making your way through each level and making it to the next stairwell is all you live for. And who can forget Mr. X's dreaded laugh? And coming in at just under $10, I recommend you get Kung Fu for your Nintendo collection. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my top 10 NES games that you could get on eBay for under 10 bucks. If you haven't checked out Jeff from Smash JT, I suggest you go over and check his channel out, give him a sub. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, if you would, hit the bell so you make sure you don't miss any of my future content. And if you really like this, go ahead and hit that like button while you're at it. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, and until next time, take care.